Keeping you informed. This is In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS.
Welcome to In.form here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and it's time for Relay for Life, if you can believe it. More specifically, we're going to be talking about Relay for Life of Spencer County, and of course, we've got the organizer, and I would dare say expert with us in the studio today, Miss Faith Schaefer. How have you been?
Good morning. Good morning, Spencer and Perry County. It's almost here.
Woo! She's got more energy than me, and I've been drinking a lot of coffee already this morning, thanks to Scooter's Coffee. But we're here to talk about your relay that you've been planning for the past few months. I dare say probably the whole year. You guys had your relay recess last week and whatnot, and you make this a true celebration, which I think the Spencer and Perry County folks really, really appreciate. But before we get into the event itself, will you tell us a little bit about your involvement with Relay for Life, or maybe, the story behind it, because you guys are celebrating 40 years this year, right?
That is correct. Now, that's 40 years nationwide. That's not around here. But one of the reasons that I actually got talked into Relay for Life, and friends got together, and we started having a team. As many of you know, it's Team Happy. And so we just continued, and then I dare say that there was some things that I thought could be improved. And when you stick your foot in your mouth, you keep going.
You set your mind to it.
Okay, I like that better. A dear friend said, why don't you join us on the leadership team? And I didn't want to because I was so involved in our personal team. But I did, and I looked it up this morning because I knew someone was going to ask me, and I've been doing the leadership team since 2013.
Wow.
So very fortunate to have the communities to support us. It's not just about me, and it's not just about our leadership team. It's about you guys as well. If we wouldn't have the continued support, that we wouldn't be as successful as we are.
Right. And for those who are maybe not familiar with Relay for Life, this is to better the American Cancer Society. So can you tell us a little bit about how our local donation dollars kind of get put to good use?
Our local dollars, like we have different organizations that do things like our wigs, our rides, sometimes they point us in the right direction for housing for a cancer patient, information, just all those type of things. It does come back to the local community. I know that is probably 100% question I've had through the years, and it does. Even though you can't see it, it comes back to us.
Right. And you mentioned, this is a national movement. So maybe on a more national standpoint, what kind of work does the American Cancer Society do with all of the funds that they get donated? I mean, it goes towards cancer research and a lot of different other things, right?
Correct. And like I said, one of the things that they do is like they have rides. If a cancer patient, let's face it, sometimes a cancer patient has exhausted everything and they don't know where to turn, and so the Cancer Society will pick it up. I've always said, contact me. I will contact the right people. Mm-hmm. And I know that in one instance several years ago, someone had called me early in the morning and said, I don't know what to do. And I connected them with our American Cancer Society representative, and she took care of it, and she got literature, she got rides, she got housing. Right. Housing's a huge issue. When you are faced with this situation, you don't have time to think, and other people are helping you, not thinking for you. They're just helping you to get involved. And so that's what it is. It's to get involved. It's all of us getting involved.
Right. And I think, again, I've never had to experience that life-altering news, but being thrown something like that is just so much. And not knowing where to turn right out the gate, I think it's amazing to hear and to now know that, you are not alone right out the gate. There are things and there are resources in place so that, if people find themselves in a position of need while they're receiving cancer treatment or anything like that, the American Cancer Society, hopefully no matter where you're at, but more specifically here in Southern Indiana for sure, that would be a great place to start and to seek out information, because you guys are there to help anyone and everyone in their various capacities, which is just amazing. And you guys can't do that great work without doing the fundraising and all of that stuff. So, Faith, will you tell us a little bit about how the relay recess went last week? Because I heard it was a very, very high energy place to be.
It was, and I'm proud to say that down at Chrisney, the kids loved it. It amazes me how serious they take it. Like the quiet lap, it was wonderful. They love seeing you guys down there, and Mrs. Schaefer, there's a radio station. Is that really a radio station? Yes, it is. How do you get them here? I ask. And we had to do it a little bit different this year because our playground has now been completed since Bill's been there. But last Friday it was the heat. We had to compete with the heat. We had to compete with the playground still being not usable, but it worked, and the kids loved it. Now the kids. It amazes me, too, is how many of them do not know about Relay for Life itself. And so they get trinkets all week, like a pencil, a necklace, and, to remind them. And so we do that. And then I had heard a story that one of the children, we were not aware that a parent had skin cancer, and it really affected him. And then he came out with it and he talked about it. And that's kind of about it too.
Right.
These kids hold so much, that they don't talk about it. They're not allowed to talk about it, or they're afraid to talk about it. And so that's part of it too, as a community, to be there for them.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about the exposure and, it is, but it isn't. It's not to scare the kids, but it's to make them aware and to, kind of, in similar conversations I have, really just take that stigma away and show them that they're supported, whether they're affected directly by it or indirectly. And it's something that, unfortunately, we all have to live around or live with. So being able to, make them feel like they're not alone in whatever experience they have, I think is integral for those growing minds themselves. And, the actual event for your Relay for Life that's happening tomorrow, that's another fantastic way that you really bring the community into what you guys are doing. Yes, it's about the fundraising and having fun, but it's also about having that community and whatnot. So let's talk about the big day happening tomorrow, August 23rd at Chrisney Elementary.
Our the survivor caregiver meal comes at 9:00. They come in and sign in at 8:30. And then 9:00, the meal is provided by New Boston Tavern. That's a go-to anywhere, if you've ever been to New Boston Tavern for breakfast. And then Winkler's, of course, provides cookies and things like that. So it is, I always like to say, "Oh, you're back again?" And that is the joke. And they'll say, "Yes, I'm here, and I'll be here next year if I can."
Right.
I've gotten to know a lot of people, and they know me. I walked into the doctor's office one day, and somebody said, "Oh, you're the Relay lady." Yes, I am. I couldn't think of a better title to be that. But again, this cannot be possible for all of you that support us. The leadership team, oh my goodness. We couldn't do it without the leadership team. They are working, like you said, yearly.
Yeah.
We start in September already. We have a wrap-up meeting, and we're going to go again, And then the actual ceremony starts at 10.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of years ago, many years ago, we had a comedy. And then we got serious for a while. And then we decided that we wanted to do comedy again.
All right.
And this year, we've come up with Relay's Got Talent. And so we have a few acts coming. And we, Team Happy, on a personal level now, Team Happy challenged another team. And so to see who could come up with the funniest or, And so Larkin Baptist has come up to the plate. And so we'll see. Now, I shared with you ahead of time, this Relay's Got Talent is not about winning or losing because everybody wins at that tomorrow.
Right.
Everybody. It's just a lot of fun. And I have to say that some of us get our costumes on wrong, or we don't say the right thing, or but I laugh at it and I just move on. Our team members turn me around and say, nope, the other way, let's go, but that's part of it. It's not. But like I said, again, everybody's a winner here today or tomorrow. And then 10 o'clock is opening. Then we have the skits and things, and then we're going to walk the laps. And that's a fun time. We're going to change it up this year. One of our leadership team members is going to put a few extra things for the laps. If you recall, I'm going to go back a little bit.
Go back.
If you recall, we usually had special laps and you had things. Well, she's come up with things that we're going to do during the special laps. And you don't have to bring anything. She's got it all there. Like, for an example, she's going to have beach balls for one lap. And so we're going to do that. It's a fun day. And you and I had shared, too, that it is a busy day for people.
Right.
But if you can't be there tomorrow, support us some other way. All year long, teams have fundraisers, they have different things, and you guys support us, and we're happy with that. And then we have a silent auction, and then pizza comes in.
Ooh.
Holiday World has given us pizza, so that comes in at 11:30. And then at between 12 and 12:30, then we do the luminaries. And the luminaries are someone has donated bags in honor of somebody that's still here, or in memory of that's somebody that has is not with us in body any longer.
Right.
And so we line them around the track. If you've never been, which I keep telling you,
I
you
know.
need to
I am the bad seed here, but that's okay.
No, you're not. You're helping proclaim it
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
And so then we walk the tracks, and then we honor these people with the names.
Right. And one big thing I'd like to point out that we may not have touched on yet is that this entire event is indoors. So, weather's not really a factor or, a reason not to come, right?
Correct. Chrisney Elementary has generously let us use the cafeteria and the gym. As I've jokingly said, we don't have to walk around holes anymore. And I can sleep the night before. Because when we had it outside, I'd always have to watch you guys to see what the weather was like.
Yes.
Now I don't have to worry.
And that's always a plus. So one less factor to kind of take into consideration. And Faith, I want to also mention, say we've got some viewers or listeners or streamers, now that we're on Facebook this morning, say that you find someone that, they don't know if they're physically capable of doing the laps. Is it a mild course? Are you guys willing to work with people, or do you have to be in the best of health? What kind of people are you hoping take advantage of the actual relay?
Anyone. And if you can't walk, that's okay. You can sit in the cafeteria and you can talk to people. One of the amazing things for us was the first year that we bought it to Chrisney Elementary was that people sat in the cafeteria and they talked and they laughed and they carried on. Some of them did a half a lap and then they went back. It's okay. We're here for them. We're not here to judge, or we're just here.
We're just here. I love to hear that because, again, we want the most inclusive experience for people, and we want them to not feel scared or intimidated to put themselves out there and really just, experience something new or different or something that they maybe inside need. Faith, as well, do you have to be registered to attend tomorrow? Is it, come as you can and, hopefully donate some dollars as well?
Right. You don't have to be registered. You can come and you can enjoy it. Like I said, the pizza comes at 11:30. You can come. You can bring money. You can do whatever, and we'll help you. If you have any questions or you want to donate money, you can contact me, or you can go online with Spencer County Relay for Life, and you can donate on there. They'll tell you online how to do it. Perry County also has a site as well, so you can go to either one and just say you want to donate.
Right. And I will back that up completely, because all I did was Google Spencer County Relay for Life. Their page was the first thing that popped up. And right scrolling into the center of the page is that donate button. So there's, whether you're able to be there in person or not, there is still a way for you to contribute to the local funds and help them reach their fundraising goal. Because again, it's a fundraising goal, X, Y, and Z, but at the same time, it's, again, to help those local people that need the extra assistance in whatever way that may come up from them. But Faith, is there anything else you want to make sure to mention before your very big day of relay tomorrow?
Just come.
Just come as you are?
Yeah, you can come as you are, or if you want to, again, contact one of us and let us know that you're interested. You know, we can always use help. You don't have to be on the leadership team. We can always use help. We have wonderful people helping serve tomorrow morning. And but if you can't come, think about us and think about what our deal is. And our goal is $25,000. We're a little bit short. I'm not worried about it. But $25,000. Can you imagine 2 counties coming together for $25,000? That is amazing.
Amazing. Again, you yourself and your leadership team do a fantastic job of promoting and getting the community excited for something like this. And, you know, $25,000 is life-changing for, you know, something small like this. Maybe it doesn't compare to that national level, but, you know, we're not here for the whole nation. We're here for Southern Indiana, and we commend you for being able to fundraise that much and continually bring the excitement year after year. And we hope this year's Spencer County, Perry County Relay for Life is just as impactful for you guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for listening and watching your In.form, again, with Spencer County Relay for Life. You can find them online to look up that relay information so that you can attend their event tomorrow. Or if you'd like to donate as well, if you're not able to attend, which, you know, Faith would love to see some more attendees there. So, again, we've been doing our In.form this morning with Spencer County Relay for Life. This has been on 101 Country WBDC, 18 WJTS, and 103.3 The Fix.
This has been In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Catch past episodes on our social media pages and our websites. If it matters to you, it matters to us. In.form.